Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys the weekly soul connection reading. And so this is going to be for tomorrow's date, which is Monday, December 2nd, going all the way until Sunday, December 8th. So I've got Group 1 and Group 2 this week that we're going to be focusing on. Now, the soul connection can be twin flame, soulmate, however you resonate with a person. The label doesn't really matter. You just have a soul connection with someone. So Group 1 is going to be for those of you that are in some sort of perhaps, connection or contact with this individual. And, maybe you're having some challenges, maybe you're not. The ultimate goal, though, is that you're working things through in order to come together with this individual. Group 2 is going to be a little bit different, which is why I like to separate the energies. Group 2 is going to be for those that are in a major challenge, maybe even little to no contact and complete and total separation. It doesn't matter how long this silence or separation has been, but you continue to feel this person's energy. You continue to feel the connection. And you may not be ultimately focused on coming back together or reuniting with this person, even though it might be nice, but you're more or less just trying to figure out what you can heal and learn from this whole entire experience. So you guys are more than welcome to pick both energies, totally up to you, but I'll put the timestamps down below. So I'm using the Divine Connection Orgonite for this entire reading. This is from Wing and Bell. Group 1, I have represented by the Archangel Chamuel Love Magnet Orgonite, and Group 2, Divine Connection Orgonite. So, like I said, I'll put the timestamps down below so you guys can, just take a look. Now, I'm going to be using a bunch of different decks here today. As usual, I will list everything that I'm using in the description box below. If you guys are interested in my personal decks that I've created, they are for sale on my website, so I'll put them down below too. But if you're international, just email me and I'll send you a special link to order them. So let's go ahead and get started, you guys. All right, so for those of you that chose Group 1, Heart 1, which is the Archangel Chamuel Love Magnet Orgonite. This is going to be for those of you that are, maybe in some sort of communication with your person, working things through. Your ultimate goal is to come together and have a physical, union with this individual. So that is for number 1. Let's get into it. So the very first thing that we're going to do is we are going to focus on what is this person's energy towards you and this connection. So this right here is called the Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards. So this right here is their overall energy towards you in this connection at current. We have gratitude, beautiful. So this is of course being showcased in the sixth chakra, which is the third eye chakra. So we have an energy here of gratitude. So that might be that your person is just feeling very grateful at this present time to have you in their life. They're starting to see your value, or they do see your value. So there's definitely some sort of an energy here. Of course, Thanksgiving, if you celebrated, might have brought on this feeling of being grateful for those that do truly love you and that want to support you and be in your life. So it could be that that's why this person is suddenly in this energy field towards you, feeling grateful, really counting their blessings at this time. This is called the Chakra Wisdom Tarot. So let's go ahead and get some other energies here that are connected to this gratitude. When your person is thinking about you in this connection, what does this energy look like? Okay, see, we have the Lovers, you guys. Wow. And again, it's that sixth chakra energy here. So this is an energy here of somebody who is really thinking of you in terms of love, really thinking of you in terms of, I want to be with you. I want to make a choice to be with you. This is more of like a heart overhead decision. This is somebody who is in their emotions. So they're thinking with their heart is what the Lovers is telling me here. Okay. Really grateful for you, really seeing your value. This is beautiful. What about their heart space energy? Oh, beautiful. See, we've got the heart chakra coming through here with the green Princess of Wands. So they definitely are seeing some sort of an opportunity. They may want to message you and tell you how, maybe they have. Maybe they messaged you and told you how grateful they are, that they thought about you, that they're thinking about you now. But the Princess of Wands is Page of Wands, and that's definitely a new adventure, a new opportunity to grow and move forward. So their heart and their head are definitely on the same page, and it looks like they're wanting to move forward in a positive way. What about the physical world right now? We have the Ace of Swords, willing to cut through any kind of obstacles. Do you see this, you guys? So this right here is the sacral chakra energy. So this is how they're connecting when it comes to your relationship. Hold on for a second. Let me just, the colors are very, very similar. Yeah, that's the, I'm sorry, it's the root chakra, you guys. I just want to make sure I got it right. Okay, so the root, or the sacral is the orange, but this right here is red. Looks a little orange to me though. But anyways, this is like them and the physical world, cutting away any obstacles, anything that's in their way, maybe working really hard towards a better future for the two of you. I mean, this is really amazing energy. So it's, again, it's like this clear-cut thought, this clear-cut solution. Let's get things handled. Let's do something. Let's grow. Okay, and we have in their energy here as far as their soul energy and their soul lesson at this time. When it comes to you in this connection, we do have Seven of Swords. So this right here, again, we have a lot of this intuitive energy here. This to me is this card, or this card is telling me that there's something about perhaps maybe a strategy, because the Seven of Swords, when people see it, they always think liar, betrayal, deception. Yes, of course, that card does hold these qualities, or not qualities, but these attributes, I should say. But what I see this card too, it's also about strategy. So I do feel, because this person is in this Ace of Swords in their physical world, they're currently strategizing on how to break through certain obstacles. So I feel like that's more of the lesson here for them, is taking anything negative that happened between the two of you, any choices that they made that were not in alignment with integrity. They're certainly seeing things differently, and they're starting to see your value and wanting to make better choices. So I feel like your person, because of all of this sixth chakra energy here, they're very much in tune with their higher self. They're making better choices. They're thinking in terms of what is best for them, and what's best for them, they have this energy of gratitude towards you. So they're seeing that you are a good choice for them this week, is what I am getting from this. Wow, that's a really beautiful lineup, you guys. So let's move forward now into the energy of what is their biggest challenge this week? What is their biggest fear? What is their biggest trigger? That sort of thing. So this right here is called the therapy flashcards. So let's just see what kind of triggers or behavioral issues are coming through this week as far as the challenge is concerned. Okay, so we have intimacy. Okay, so that's interesting. So let's go ahead and get another card here. Where are the other cards I wanted to use with this? Okay, we're going to use my Twin Flame Shadows deck. Disconnected. So disconnected, intimacy, interesting. And let's see what they're working on surrendering or surrendering to. This is the power of surrender cards. What does your person need to surrender or surrender to when it comes to perhaps being disconnected and not wanting to get too close? Okay, wow. Surrender to your full power. I do feel like your person this week is really, really trying to take back their power, because that might be something that they automatically kind of go to sabotage. I do see the Seven of Swords as an energy of self-sabotage, you know, sabotaging something that's good. And I feel like your person is taking back their power this week with that Ace of Swords energy. So even though they might have issues with intimacy, they might have issues with fully connecting with someone that is on that deep, intimate level, such as you and your connection, this person is now really wanting to step into their power and no longer play it small. Because that's really what this card says. It says your life is calling for you to step into your full power rather than playing it small. Playing it small really didn't get your person anywhere in the past, okay? And now they're wanting to make decisions that are in more alignment of things that are good for them. So they're, again, starting to see your value. They're very grateful. They feel, they sense that you are this person that they want to be with. And they're tired of disconnecting. They're tired of fighting the inevitable, fighting this feeling perhaps of being happy and being connected to another individual and being fully invested is what I'm seeing here. So they are working on surrendering to this full power and cutting away these intimacy issues that they have. Again, this strategy of the Seven of Swords is coming through, cutting away old behavior that's just kind of icky. Beautiful. All right, you guys, so now let's take a look and see what is your person's higher self messages to you at this time. We're going to go into my Twin Flame Oracle here. What is your person's higher self messages to you? Okay, so we have the energy of received, we have inner child, and we have karmic partner. So I'm definitely already getting an energy here where they've had to learn some sort of a lesson when it comes to clearing wounds from their past, for sure. And it might have been in the form of a karmic lesson or a karmic partner, but they've received it, you guys, and that's what they want you to understand and know, is that they have received this clarity, this awareness, this awakening with this Ace of Swords. This energy of Seven of Swords is no longer what they want to be in, so they are surrendering to this truth, to their full power. Okay, so this right here is my twin flame messages cards. Let's see what this person wants to tell you. What is the energy that they want to tell you from their higher self? Definitely I'm getting they've received this clarity. Okay, so they've looked you up online to see what you're up to. So even if you are still talking to this person or maybe not speaking to them, just depending on what's going on, they've definitely looked you up. And what I'm getting from this is that it doesn't necessarily have to even be online. Let's just say you don't have a social media, or let's just say you're not even active. I definitely feel like they're looking at your photo. They're going through past messages, text messages. They're basically connecting to your energy this week. So that's why they're looking you up. You're on their mind, most definitely. I feel safer in silence. And so if your person is not coming towards you, it might just be that they feel a little bit safer being somewhat disconnected and not coming forward and telling you everything just yet. Do you see? So they might still be battling with this. Disconnecting is just easier rather than coming towards you. So they could just feel a little bit safe still in that dysfunction, but they're working it out is what I'm seeing. But I can't ignore the signs that I'm seeing any longer. I've received the signs that you're the person that I want to be with, that this choice to be with you is what I truly want. But again, your person is taking back their full power this week. And so they might just not be there at this moment, but they're getting there. So if you're disconnected, not speaking every single day, your person definitely has you on their mind, and they can't ignore these signs that they're seeing when it comes to you and this connection, that you're the person that they want to be with. Okay. Even if they're with someone else, they're getting these messages. Even if they've had to learn the hard way or they've been going through some major inner turmoil, that's what they're seeing this week. They've received something. They've received clarity. That's what it is. So they may have been trying to ignore it for a while, but they can't ignore it any longer. The universe won't let them. That's what it is. The universe will not let them. So let's move forward into where is this connection at currently? Okay, so what is the energy, the vibration, the essence of this connection at this particular time? And what kind of lessons are coming up with it? So this right here is my Spirits of Darkness and Light divination deck. What are the energies here? It's the overall energy of this connection this week. Okay, we have Spirit of the Woods. Okay, so the Spirit of the Woods is kind of like that scary energy. It's an energy where, we're entering into a shadowy time. Voices, goblins, nightmares, our worst fears, things like that. So it could be that right now it's a little unclear with what's happening with the connection. You've had to go through a dark time. You've been through a dark time. Voices, you've had to cut out the voices in your head that are going against what you truly know, to be true. You might be having nightmares or even dreams about this person. Goblins are things that haunt you that are very scary. So I just feel like we're our own worst enemies when it comes to this connection, and however we're feeling is because of our own worst fears. So that's coming through. So we have a Queen of Cups, and so the Queen of Cups to me is a feminine energy, so it is about our emotions, it's about how we're feeling. So when it comes to the connection this week, I feel like people are having to go into their emotions. They're really feeling something. So this could be a heavy time for emotions, our worst nightmares. Whatever we're feeling, we're very sensitive to these energies. We're sensitive to the connection. This is also a message for those of you that are very connected to this individual, psychically, intuitively, energetically. You're going to feel a lot of the stuff that they're going through. So realize that some of this energy actually isn't even yours. Yeah, you guys are in this together. Three of Pentacles. You guys are both moving forward. You guys have both come together to collaborate in the physical world. And even if you're not moving forward in the physical world together right now, you guys still are individually moving forward. So you guys are making progress. So never think that you aren't. Yeah, and see, we have a feminine and a masculine here. The King of Pentacles here is the ultimate king. This is somebody who is stabilizing their energies, getting ready perhaps to come together and offer you something stable, perhaps a commitment, perhaps a family, that sort of thing. So you guys must go through something specific when it comes to your journey. You guys are both individually experiencing things. It might be that one of you is in this energy and then you guys kind of flip-flop and then the other person's in this energy, but there's definitely a balancing that's happening here when it comes to the roles that you play and what you're experiencing in life right now. So whatever needs to come up, let it come up, because I feel like it's definitely helping the two of you to grow later on for this connection, okay? So this was my Twin Flame Journey Tarot. I don't know if I said that. And this one right here is the Soul Lessons cards. So what is the energy of a lesson this week? Acceptance. It says, I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. So at the end of the day, that's one of the hardest things to understand or even just accept is just accepting where people are and where they aren't and what they want and what they are choosing not to see. So we have to just let people come to their own conclusions with this connection and accept that we can't change the circumstances. The only thing that we can change is ourselves. And when we change ourselves and we change our mindset or our energy, then the things around us start to shift and change for the positive. We go into alignment with where our energy is currently vibrating. So you want to make sure that you're not in this energy being stuck in the woods. You can go through the woods, because shadow work and purging and processing negative energy is absolutely necessary in life, but don't get stuck in the woods, okay? Make sure that you're taking care of yourself, making sure you're still honoring your commitments, that you're not losing yourself in this connection or the woods. So it is about balancing your emotions, but also your physical, practical energies, and realizing that even though you're not seeing perhaps change right now, that change actually is taking place. So just have faith in that, is what Spirit's saying here when it comes to this connection. All right. All right, so let's now take a look and see what are the possible future energies of where things are headed in this connection. Let's see. Where are things possibly heading in the future in this connection as we move forward? This is the Good Tarot. And we're going to combine it with one Wisdom of the Hidden Realms cards. Oh my gosh, you guys, do you see this? Whoa! The Sacred Union, Partnership, and Romance. So, I mean, I definitely got a very good vibe from this reading altogether. The person that you're watching this reading for, this connection is definitely headed in a really good direction. So I definitely am getting this very positive vibe from this energy here. And now we have the King of Air. So the King of Air is the masculine energy, somebody who's very strong. They're bringing truth. They're in a state of clarity. They're thinking correctly. They're rational. They're not in their emotions. We also have the energy of the Nine of Fire. The Nine of Fire is about perseverance and hanging in there. It's been a long road. It's been a tough time is what I'm getting here. And then see, the patience pays off. Your perseverance and patience pays off. This card here, this could be significant as far as the timing is concerned. Right now we're in Sagittarius season, and this is Temperance, which does, of course, represent the sign of Sagittarius. But I definitely am getting here reconciliation, because that's what Temperance is all about. Temperance is about, back and forth with the cups, tempering the energy for reconciliation. So I get a huge energy for reconciling. Could be, of course, during Sagittarius season. Doesn't have to be for everybody. But I definitely see here that there is a cycle that is about ready to close up, meaning that the Nine of Fire, we have the Ten of Fire. The Ten of Fire is the closing up of whatever this hardship has been, whatever the hardship of a lesson or a certain challenge has been. It's coming to a close. So let's get an energy here from the Moonology cards. What is this energy here? Oh, see, we have communication is key. New moon in Gemini here. Okay, I believe that the next moon is actually full moon in Gemini, and that is in December. I think it's like December December 13th or something like that. I can't remember the exact date, but I know it's coming. I just looked it up last night. It's full moon, not new moon. But that doesn't matter to me. The fact that we have moon and then we have Gemini, communication is key here. So this is an energy here of possibly communication coming in the near future when it comes to this person and this connection to come together. That's what I'm seeing here. It looks really, really positive, you guys. So let's go ahead and wrap things up with some advice from Spirit for self-care and just certain signs and things. So we have the Signs from Spirit Love Oracle and this deck here, which is called the Self-Care Cards. Some advice from Spirit for healing. We have boundaries. Beautiful. So let me read this as I shuffle. Set boundaries. Protect your precious time and energy. So this could be about anything, you guys. This could be about your person, of course. Setting healthy boundaries. When people set healthy boundaries, this really helps to set the precedence for the entire connection. Communication is key. Remember what we just saw. So if you need to set healthy boundaries, saying no, not giving in to every single thing, then that's what you need to do to take care of yourself. People that take care of themselves have high vibration. But this could be about other people in your environment as well. So your self-care right now, you need to put boundaries up. So if you're saying yes to everything or you're just working yourself to the bone, this is a time for you to protect your energy, okay? Yeah, look, we have protection. So Spirit is here to assist you. So ask is what I'm getting here. Feathers mean protection. Feathers mean your guardian angels. This is also an energy here where if you see feathers, this just means that you are protected at this particular time. It's just a reminder from Spirit. It's beautiful. But yes, there's something about protecting your precious time and energy. So if you're giving too much or it's lopsided in particular relationships or connection, this is a time for you to set those healthy boundaries. Yeah, we have blue. Wow, this is very healing. The blue, of course, is about communication as well. And we did just get communication. So communicating your needs to other people is very, very important at this particular time. It's going to just bring you so much more peace and tranquility and also serenity. The thing is that when we don't say no and we're doing things that we don't want to do and then we're resenting the hell out of it, we're not happy. And then therefore the giving that we're doing is kind of just, it's just an unhealthy thing for everybody involved. So if the person knew that you were doing something that you didn't want to do, they probably wouldn't feel good about it either. So we've got to say no to things that we're just not wanting to do. We have to learn the word no. Yep, we have hardship. Okay. So this might have been, it might be hard for you. It might be very, very difficult for you to say no. You might have a lot of guilt. You might be a person that just deals with a lot of guilt. And so it might be very difficult for you to basically say no and set boundaries, especially with the person that you're watching this video for. But this is an energy here where people have to sometimes learn or understand the hard way. Sometimes we giving in to everything or, enabling somebody isn't actually helping them. It's making things worse. People sometimes will learn the hard way and they'll even respect things that aren't so easy to obtain. So continue to be strong. You're being protected at this time. Keep calm in your energy. Remain calm, cool, and collected, and stand in your power is what I'm also getting for the person watching this video. Not only did that come up for your person, but it's coming up for you as well. Stay convicted. And even if you feel like you're going to lose something because you're putting down your foot and you're saying no, then you're not going to be in a vibrational match with the person that you want to respect you. Because if they're not respecting you and they come back into your lives, then you're not going to be happy anyway. Wouldn't you much rather wait and kind of hold out for the right vibration? That's kind of what I'm getting here for this one. Okay. So other people in our lives are designed to test us, to help us to learn these lessons when it comes to boundaries. So if you can't set boundaries with your family and your friends or your coworkers, then you might not be able to set boundaries with this person that you most need to set that you need to set boundaries with the most. So practice on the people around you in order to strengthen yourself. All right, you guys, so that is for number 1. I hope it resonated with you this week. If it didn't, you guys can always, of course, choose number 2, but number 2 is a specific energy. All right, you guys, so if you chose number 2, or the Divine Connection Orgonite, you're choosing number 2 because you are in little to probably no contact and complete separation with this individual. Yet you still feel their energy, and you're still wanting to figure out, does this person still think about you, feel you? What is there that you can learn from this particular connection that you're still connected to? So let's get into it. Let's take a look and see what is your person's current energy towards you, their overall energy. This is the chakra. What is this? The Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards. What is their overall energy towards you? Well, we have the energy of abundance. So this is the solar plexus chakra. And this is right here, the Chakra Wisdom Tarot. And if people don't like the way I say chakra, get over it. I hear the dumbest comments sometimes, I swear to God. All right. In their mindset towards you when they think about you, they're in King of Swords mode, okay? But they're definitely connected to you because we have this sixth chakra here, which is the third eye chakra. So they're thinking of you. That's definitely coming through. Swords are mental energy as well. But they might be playing the role, okay? Playing the role of hard exterior, like they don't care, like they're not affected. They might be very focused, of course, on their abundance. I'm also getting to that they might be seeing you in a very abundant way, as in you're doing really well. Should they even bother to come your way? Should they even make contact with you? Has it been so long? Would you be willing to perhaps talk to them again? There could have been some sort of an issue here, but it's definitely an energy here where they are in abundance with you. So this tells me that they're still connected to your energy, but they are thinking in rational terms, and their rational term might just be, you know what, maybe it's not the best time to reach out, or maybe it's not the best time to apologize. So it's definitely there. It exists, but they're not really taking any action on it, is what I'm seeing. They're more or less in their head about you. They're more or less kind of staying behind the shadows and watching you from afar. That's what I'm seeing here. What about their heart space? Okay, so the heart space here, we have the sacral chakra. So this right here, 9 of Wands, they definitely feel your energy still, okay? That with the sacral chakra, this is the sexual energy, it's our intimacy. So they definitely feel you on this energy, but we have the energy here of being like, held back. So somebody is repressed here. They're repressing their emotions. They're repressing their desires for you. I'm also getting that they're seeing you on the defense. So this is somebody who is rationally thinking to themselves, why would I make contact with you, or why would I come back when you're doing so well? Maybe I don't want to screw things up for you, or I'm not sure that I have the balls to apologize. That could be it as well. So there's definitely an energy here of not wanting to pursue or to push you because of their own fear, or because you're doing so well. One of the two. Yeah, look, you guys, this right here is the energy of the physical world. The Knight of Coins is very slow. So this person is not trying to make contact with you right now. They, of course, might be thinking it, because that right there is the throat chakra. But the Knight of Coins, Knight of Pentacles, you guys, is very slow. This is not somebody who's going to rush in and make contact. This is not somebody who's going to rush in and make a reappearance in your life like tomorrow, okay? This is one of the reasons why you probably chose number 2, because this has been going on for quite some time. But yeah, it's kind of like their language right now is very focused in the material world. They definitely still think about you, and they definitely still feel you on an energetic level in their heart space, and also sexually. I do get this, but their focus is more or less on being practical and logical. And it's not practical or logical that either you would want them, or that you are available, or that they're ready. So that's kind of like the conversation that they have with themselves in their mind at this time is, there's just no point in doing anything right now, because either A, I don't have anything to offer, or I'm not ready, or B, I'm afraid, or C, they're doing so well, I really don't want to screw things up for them. That's what I'm ultimately seeing. Look at that, 9 of Coins. That just proves it right there. So this is very much a very independent energy. So again, I definitely feel, because remember, this is how their energy is towards you. It's not really so much about them, even though I am picking up some energy for them as well. But they see you as doing really well. That's why the energy here is of abundance. So there's a lot of coin energy here. There's a lot of this, you're doing really, really well, and you're independent, and would you even want them kind of energy. So they might not be feeling very confident, but I'm also getting this energy that they're very focused on their own coins right now. They're very focused on rebuilding themselves. So that might be a good thing, actually. Why would you want this person to reappear or come back into your life or make communication with you if they're not entirely settled or they haven't found themselves yet? Because the Knight of Coins to me is somebody who's still trying to find their way. They haven't quite made it to the King of Pentacles just yet. So they're still on their journey. And, but again, 2 9s here, whew, the 9s here are just, it's like almost there, almost there. So your person hasn't cycled you through yet. Your person hasn't reached conclusion about you yet. And so they're still figuring things out on their journey, and they might be very focused on career and their finances or reinventing themselves in some huge way. But you're definitely something that they think about, and they do see you in a very positive energy, very abundant energy, very desiring type of an energy for sure. So I hope that helps some of you out there with any kind of confusion in that department, perhaps. So now let's go ahead and shift focus and go into what is their biggest challenge and their biggest fear or trigger. Therapy flashcards when it comes to you and this connection. What is this? Oh, see, they're, I can't make it up. They're avoiding this. They're avoiding making contact with you. They're avoiding connecting with you. They're avoiding coming forth. They're avoiding something. Okay. It's just easier to avoid you than to deal with it. Okay. But it doesn't mean that they don't feel your energy. I definitely see that they do. This is my twin flame shadows. Ooh, see, somebody acted in such a way to where they're not sure on how you would react. They're not sure if you would be ruthless with them. That's why the King of Swords. The King of Swords is very smart. He's not an idiot. He's not going to come back and make contact with you. Even though he might be feeling like he wants to, his higher self is telling him to, with that 6th chakra there. His higher self might be communicating to him that you need to, but he's in the energy, I say he, okay? It could be a female too. But this King of Swords is in the energy of, I'm not stupid. Why would I want to go towards this? So there's a problem here. There's something that's happened here. And it could be their own ruthless energy. They were so freaking ruthless. They were so just gut-wrenching, heartbreaking, broke your heart. That again, why would they try to rush back into your life for this ruthless energy that you might be holding towards them? Because again, that's how they see you. They see that you're on the defense. They're not sure that they could get back into, they see you guarded. They're not sure that they can get back into your life. They're not sure if they're even good enough for you. That's what it is. So during a separation or whatever's happened here, it's kind of like the tables have turned. They're not sure that they're good enough for you. Interesting. So what are they working on trying to surrender or surrender to? Power of Surrender cards. What are they working on surrendering or surrendering to when it comes to you in this connection right now? Surrender your desire to control. They can't control this. They know that they can't control your anger. They know that they can't control your reaction. So it bothers them. It bothers them that maybe you wouldn't just be open arms and being totally okay. So because they have that question, that big question, it's just easier to avoid you. So your person has given up in some way for now when it comes to contacting you and moving forth with this connection, but you're certainly still a part of their thoughts and energy. It's definitely there, for sure. So let's now take a look and see, what is their higher self message to you? What do they want you to know and understand at this time that maybe they're not saying obviously to you? This is my Twin Flame Oracle. And this is my Twin Flame Messages Volume 2. What does your person want to say to you from their higher self? What do they want you to know and understand? Okay, so we have something about action. Okay, so this is the thing. I'm getting here that they're telling you here that their actions are not matching up with what they really think. You're all I've ever wanted. They've finally figured it out. They finally figured out that you were actually something pretty great. And they may have just realized this a little too late. And rather than taking action towards you, again, they're just going to think it. So your person is still they're still trying to determine on, should they or shouldn't they. They're definitely more in the energy of not avoiding this, okay? We have the energy of destruction. And I just got sidetracked. So your person is basically kind of giving you somewhat of a indication that they may have destroyed something between the two of you or destroyed this connection, but it's because they got sidetracked. So getting sidetracked just means that there was other things that maybe seemed to be more important at that time, or they felt like they were going to miss out on something, or they got sidetracked with another person. They went down the wrong road. They made some terrible choices. So it's not that they're giving you an excuse, but they're just telling you, I got sidetracked, which is why things got destroyed. And we have Muse. See, I'm trying to think of what I want to say to you, Muse. So the Muse is an energy here of creativity. So again, your person could be someone who is creative. It could be somebody who is still trying to figure out and create a way to come back to you and say something specific to you. They might be trying to think of a creative way on how to make contact with you again, is what I'm seeing here. So again, this person is in deep thought, not just going to rush in and just not think about what they're going to say. The King of Swords doesn't do that. He thinks about it, okay? He doesn't want to feel like he is a Knight of Pentacles, not ready, not in charge, not feeling like he's, that king's energy. So I feel for sure that your person is just trying to figure out a creative way to basically make amends with you and put things back together. But it's easier to just avoid it because there has been some sort of destroying and ruthless energy that maybe they displayed towards you. So they might even be thinking to themselves, do they even deserve a second chance? They want it, but they might not be feeling like they even deserve it. So it's kind of like, why even bother? That's the energy I'm getting from your person. They can't control how you're going to feel. They can't control what happened. They might feel like they want to change things, but they can't. So when you feel like you can't control how somebody is going to react, sometimes it's just easier to avoid it altogether. I can't change it, or I don't know what's going to happen. So you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and just kind of give up. That's what it is. And it does say here, instead of, trying to control something, it says back off, regroup, and give this situation some breathing room. That's exactly what this person is trying to do. Okay, while they try to figure it out, they're just trying to still give it some more time and space. That just seems to be easier and safer for them at this particular time. So where does this connection lie? The connection at this point, where does it lie? And what are the current lessons, that sort of thing. So spirits of darkness and light, what is the overall energy of this connection at this time? What is the overall energy or connection at this? Now see, I'm telling you, you guys, somebody is freaking guarded, tactical, and defensive. Spirit of armor, okay? And that's why the Nine of Wands came up the way that it did, because somebody is feeling, not hesitating, not wanting to move forward because they are afraid of how someone is going to react. So they're trying to be somewhat tactical with their plan, thinking about it, not just going to rush in. Twin Flame Journey Tarot. Oh, look at this, you guys. Judgment, karma review. So what's happening right now with this connection is that it is on the verge of cycling through. I already got this energy already with your person, as in they're on the verge of something, but they're not quite there yet. Same thing with the Judgment card. The Judgment card is an energy of really looking at your past and really evaluating all of your decisions and all of your choices up until this point. So there's this major review happening. It's like a life review. And karma. Karma doesn't always have to be negative, but it's about, cause and effect. So the things that we've done, we kind of review to see how that may have affected others, or how others' decisions or energies may have affected us. And so there's this major thinking about this connection. Now, also the Judgment card is to me an apology as well, thinking about making wrongs right. But it's also a card of resurrecting. So it's like resurrecting this connection. Do we or don't we? So there is this desire to resurrect things. But again, somebody is not sure. And you can see there's a woman here. So the woman represents to me feminine energy. The feminine might be on the defense and guarded. So again, this person's apology, are you even going to take it? Is it even worth it? Is it worth their freaking, fragile ego being, blown to smithereens? So that's the energy I'm picking up on here. Oh, I'm telling you exactly, because somebody knows that they freaking broke your heart. And that's not to blame the other person, but there is heartbreaking energy here. I mean, the heart has been stabbed. The heart has been heavy with this one, you guys. There is a rose and it is freaking blackened. It is dead. So somebody has definitely been heartbroken in this situation, and this heartache has led to this karmic review. It could even be that your person, maybe they were not really heartbroken and didn't really feel the sadness of this connection until much later. Karma has a way of coming back. Things from the past have a way of coming back when we don't deal with them. At some point in our lives, something triggers anything that we've stuffed down, anything that we have refused to just even think about or feel has a way of coming back. So your person, maybe though they've been kind of disconnected for a while or whatever's gone on, now things are suddenly starting to appear. Things are suddenly starting to pop up for them in order for them to really examine who they are as an individual, and it has something to do with your connection, Two of Cups. So this right here, Spirit's way of saying that this is definitely an energy here where you guys have been connected through a karmic lesson or a karmic cycle. There's been a major lesson here, and it's been very, very tough. It's been a very, very tough lesson, but it was an absolutely necessary lesson for people to realize what it is that they truly want, okay? And it might be that your person is realizing things when it's just a little too late. Sometimes that's when people realize stuff, when it's just too late, or at least when they think it's too late, right? Because it seems to me like your person is kind of looking at you and seeing that you're doing really well. Why would they want to hurt you again? Why? You know what I mean? It doesn't mean that that's their intentions to hurt you again. But why would you want to give them an opportunity to possibly let you down again? So they definitely have gone through something, though, with other partnerships is what I'm seeing. They may have had to get their own heart broken in order for them to realize what they did to you. I'm getting that as well, okay? So let's go ahead and get a lesson card for this. What is an energy here of a lesson with the soul lesson cards? A theme of a lesson here. We have the energy of friendship. It says, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. Wow. Okay, so to me, I'm not really getting this, I'm not really focused here on the friendship. I am getting that, yes, there are people that are connected to both of you that have played an important role in your lessons when it comes to this connection. I am picking that up. But this is understanding that a person has been a part of your life for a reason. Somebody is starting to finally see that you've been in their life, and that you're realizing that, if you haven't already, I'm sure you have, that this person has been in your life for a reason. So there's a reason why they feel connected to you and you feel connected to them. And you guys are both really, really embracing that, and you're really figuring out what you want to do with this moving forward. Do you leave it behind? Do you close out this cycle? Do you forgive this person? Do you do that kind of work? Do you let them go with that unconditional love and forgiveness? Or do you just kind of wait to see what transpires, and maybe they return one day and maybe you guys will have an opportunity to move forward in a positive way? Who knows? The future is unknown. So let's go ahead and go into some possible future energies and directions of this connection. So this is the Good Tarot, and this is the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. This is the one that wants to pop up. Okay, so we have the Well Watcher, Wisdom and Power of the Divine. So, hey, the Well Watcher is waiting and seeing, watching. So this Well Watcher is watching this well and realizes that there's something to gain on this journey. So I don't feel like if you guys have chosen number 2 that you're ready to just be done. You're still wanting to learn and understand something that this connection has to teach you. That's why you've been invested in it for such a long period of time, because you know that there's something of value here. And now we have power of the divine. You feel a very powerful divine spiritual connection with this individual. So you know that there's something important here to understand and learn. Whether you ever see them again or come towards, and when I said that, I'm just seeing rays of light just shoot off of the side of my right eye, and that happens when spirit is near. So it's just confirming here that this is a very deep spiritual bond and connection that you share with this individual. So watch and see. Okay, watch and see is what Spirit's telling me here. Six of Air. Six of Air is the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is about moving forward in a very healing way. Calm waters after a stormy time. So it's about watching and seeing how you guys have had to go through almost a stormy time to get to that calm energy. So it's like something traumatic has led to something beautiful. Yep, Three of Fire. The Three of Fire is the Three of Wands. Wait and see. Wait and see is what I'm getting here. This is something that has not been paid off just yet, but you're moving towards it. You're working towards it. So everything that you're putting your time and your energy towards or in right now is working towards a better future. And then we have the Moon's energy. Wow. So the Moon tells me again, it's unknown at this time what's going to happen, but trust. The Moon is all about trust. It's all about your visions, your dreams, your intuition, things that we have to learn through our shadows. It's about shadow work. Also, it's about people going through a dark time just to kind of come out of the dark side of the moon to go towards the light. So some sort of shadowy energy and some sort of negative, heartbreaking energy has been very necessary for this soul lesson with this individual. Okay? But it's not all been for nothing. So I'm hoping that you guys are getting that from this reading. All of this has not been for nothing. It doesn't guarantee that you and this person will be a success, but you will come to some sort of peace with this connection. You will get to that destination, most definitely. You're on your way already. So just watch and wait and see what happens, is what Spirit's saying. Really have faith in the power of the divine. The divine has you. Spirit has you. Okay? Have more faith in that is what I'm seeing here. Let's get one last message from the Moonology for this portion. See? A personal issue reaches resolution. You are going to resolve something. It's personal. So this just means as well that sometimes, well, it's not sometimes, whenever we're feeling something, it doesn't mean that the other person and their bullshit didn't attribute to us feeling a certain way, being angry or hurt or triggered, okay? But other people are designed in order for us to learn something, to evolve and to become better individuals, stronger individuals. So a personal issue that you had, something that this person triggered within you that created such an issue for you. Do you see how it's all going to be resolved in the end? You're moving towards calmer waters. Something is on the horizon. The fact that we have this moon energy, full moon in Cancer, that could be a significant message as far as a cycle is concerned, when things will resolve with perhaps how you feel about this individual or something having to do with this individual. So that could be another reason why. So it's a wait and see. Things are still healing. Things are still resolving. Things are still developing. People are not really in that mode of wanting to make any major action right now. So it's a kind of wait and see. People are still learning something here. And you are too, is what I'm getting as well. All right, you guys. So let's go ahead and end this reading with some messages from Spirit. So some advice and messages from Spirit. So let's go into the self-care cards. Some advice on self-care. We have dreams. So again, that moon came up, you guys. It does have something to do with our dreams. It has something to do with our intuition, our subconscious. Pay attention. Pay attention to your dreams. Go ahead and read that. Think big. See? There are unseen forces ready to support your dreams. Don't underestimate the power of the divine. That's what I'm getting here. Don't underestimate the power of the divine. It came up in this card, power of the divine. So Spirit knows best. When it comes down to it, Spirit knows best. So you got to think big, okay? You got to expand your mind. Some of us might be feeling closed-minded about this situation, or we might be thinking small. We need to think bigger, because there are unseen things that still haven't even developed just yet. So we want to make sure that we're not playing it small and safe, that we are continuing to live our dreams, and we're continuing to prosper and grow and heal and ascend. Okay? Love this. Brown. This is grounding energy, stable energy. So that way, when it comes to foundations in our lives, we're able to just, whatever goals that we have, whatever foundations we want to build, we're able to build those foundations because our energy is grounded and stable. So we got to make sure that we are stable in our energy. And if we're not stable in our energy, we're kind of flying around everywhere. We're not able to really make any headway. We're too emotional. We're too much in our headspace. So Spirit is also telling you to go outside, spend some time in nature, ground yourself with, exercise, something like that, to really reconnect with yourself. Oh, see, look, there's a transition here. Spirit's saying that there is some sort of resolution and a transition, a door that wants to open. Now, we might be feeling like, I don't know how to open that door. I don't have the key that opens that door. You do. You do. You might not realize it right now, but there's something to learn here. There's a wisdom. The wisdom will help you to open up that door. Okay? And the power of the divine is trying to help you. Unseen forces are trying to support you to open up this door. Okay? You are indestructible. Bones. That's the thing. You might have had to been taken down to the bare bones. You might feel like you've almost died from this, meaning just metaphorically. You just felt like death at one point. But what didn't kill you just made you stronger. Now you have the wisdom to move through new doors, to open a new door of your mind. I also see the skulls as the head, the mind, your thoughts, the crown chakra. So there is some sort of a transition to a higher realm, higher way of thinking, higher vibration, higher frequency, ascension here. So this connection and everything that you've experienced is literally leading you to it's like leading you to your dreams, leading you to what you never thought possible before. So all of this sadness and all of this hardship and all these things that you've experienced with this person or this situation or this journey is literally leading you back to your power. It's leading you back to yourself. It's leading you back to this well. Okay? The well. And the watcher, it's like the divine is watching over you. It's watching over you. And see, we have this gate here. This gate of this well. It's all gated up. So I just am getting here that we are the only people that are keeping ourselves locked away from being able to transition into new energy and higher ways of thinking. So we got to make sure that we keep expanding and keep growing from this connection. Don't sit around and stagnate and just, wait for life to happen. Wait and see what happens with this individual, but that doesn't mean that we're just sitting around twiddling our thumbs and doing jack shit in the meantime. No, we're living our lives. We're living our dreams. We're thinking up new ways of being and new ways that we can improve or help the planet or whatever. So just keep doing you. And Spirit is saying you are protected every step of the way, and have more faith in the divine, because there's something bigger at play here than maybe you even realize. So just let it all naturally unfold. Love it. All right, you guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this week's reading. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.